Lassiter Factor.
What's up, all my movie-loving maniacs? This is your boy Bangfo B of the Lassiter Factor, and I am back with another TV review for Wonder Man, which is a new Marvel show released on Disney Plus over the weekend. I binge-watched it in one day, so let's review. So, Wonder Man is about a struggling actor who also has superpowers, and he enlists the help of Trevor Slattery, played once again by Ben Kingsley. He tries to help him get this role for the Wonder Man, which is an in-universe movie franchise within the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But little does Simon know, Trevor Slattery is actually working with the Department of Damage Control to spy on Simon because he's an enhanced human being. Now, Wonder Man is a comic book character that I have little to no knowledge of, and the trailers did almost nothing to really pique my interest for the show, though I am a fan of this actor, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, and Ben Kingsley. I have grown to like him as his character, Trevor Slattery. He got off to a bit of a rocky start as the Mandarin, but it's not the real Mandarin, but it's always fun catching up with this character and what he's been up to in this universe. Now, for me, I'm kind of split in the middle with the show. I did like the first half of the show more than I liked the second half, and let me explain. I do like the performances between the two leads. They have such good chemistry, and they did a good job bringing these characters to life. And I like how Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, he plays a character that's kind of closed off from everybody, not just because he has powers, but because he has one goal. He wants the role of a lifetime as the Wonder Man. Little does everybody know that he has superpowers, and superpowered individuals, they can't be in movies. And this is some of the best work I've seen Ben Kingsley as the character of Trevor Slattery, because this is really the, I guess, show where he really gets to sink his teeth in as this character, and he really gets to bring some of his thespian isms to the character as well. There's even a scene where Simon's character, as a little boy, he goes to see the Wonder Man movie with his dad. It kind of reminded me of how my dad took me to the theater to go see the original Tobey Maguire Spider-Man on opening night back in the day. Now, like I said, I really enjoyed the first half of the show, and I really mean that up to like episode 4, which felt like an episode of Atlanta, in which it is a self-contained episode. It was an anthology episode, but it does play into the overall show. It was its own thing, separate from all the other episodes, and it was fun to watch. But after that, the show, for me at least, it just kind of got still after a while, because it just focused on Simon trying really hard to get this role, and to me, that's my issue with the show. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the show. I like that it's not big or grand or bombastic. It was just a self-contained story about a man trying to get the role of a lifetime, but he is also a superpowered individual. I like the route that they took with this show, but at the same time, I just feel like I just wanted a little bit more. I walked away from the show feeling a little bit empty. Now, I will admit there were times throughout my binge watch of the show where I started to nod off a little bit, but I did watch a couple of recap videos because I honestly just could not be bothered to go back and watch the episodes where I fell asleep. But I did catch the finale, and even after watching the finale, I felt a little unfulfilled. Now, I am curious to see where they take this character, if they have any plans for this character, but I doubt they do as of right now. But if they do, I'm curious to see how they work this character in the greater universe moving forward. Especially how that finale ended with Trevor Slattery. I'm really curious to see where they go with him. Overall, this show is a mixed bag for me. I enjoyed it in some parts, but in terms of its inclusion within the greater universe, I felt it was disappointing in that way, but as its own little thing, I thought it worked. But I'm gonna give Wonder Man the shoulder shrug emoji, because that's just how I feel with the show at the very moment. I will give it a little caveat of it going up to at least a mid thumbs up emoji, but as of right now, that's just my attitude towards it right now. But thank y'all so much for watching. Have you seen Wonder Man? If so, let me know what y'all think in the comments section below. This your boy Bangful B of the Lassiter Factor. Stay safe, wash your hands, peace.